Yeah, that's the only hope for you. I'm being honest. Like
What
I'm
do you
being
mean that?
honest with you. And you're getting mad at me. You're getting mad at me because I'm speaking the truth.
Clearly, in this situation, trying to tell his ex here things that will hurt her. And it's the same thing did on Love is Blind. And then he tries to gaslight them and say, I'm just telling the truth. Why are you getting your feelings hurt? What's up, everybody? Today I'm going to talk more about Chris, the loser from Love is Blind Season 10, whose ex, Marta, has continued to put stuff out there that shows what a piece of shit Chris really is, really showing that he is a drunken mess, a drunken, insecure mess, like I talked about in my last review for the show. She appeared on the Reality Steve YouTube channel, I believe is his name. And they showed a video of a time when he called her drunkenly and basically was harassing her because at one point he owed her money for a trip that they went on together, like $500. And I guess that set him off. She also talked about, though, how at one point in their relationship, he said he was going on a business trip and basically kind of ended their relationship. That business trip turned out to be going on Love is Blind. And then he came back from Love is Blind and tried to get back with Marta. And that's when more of these problems started to transpire last year. So let's just listen to some of this together and really hear Chris be the complete insecure scumbag that he is.
He's like sitting here drinking a cup of coffee.
Because I can't or at least I would like to not imagine sober you sending me like a voicemail that nasty with a $900 bill.
So here she is saying she thought he was drunk when he was leaving nasty voicemails to her. He's, of course, denying that. But as this video continues to play, you will definitely hear that he is, at the very least, drunk, if not on drugs, too. But we saw on Love is Blind that he has a drinking problem, you know. In that last episode, he was getting drunk, hyping himself up to try and get Brianna away from Connor. This woman, Marta, also talked about how she was never one to work out every single day. So his whole excuse about wanting a woman who works out every single day, I think, was just him trying to tear down a woman that he felt insecure in being with.
Here's the straight facts, and I want you to understand this before, like, we never ever talk again. It's like, I feel like I want you to understand the facts and, like, the truth. Because, like, look, like, you live on the crust of other countries. Yeah, that's great. You're going to meet somebody. I hope they're rich. I hope they're a doctor, and I hope they make a lot of money, because that's your only hope in life, I'll be honest with you. And, like,
so here he is insulting her, saying her only hope in life is if she finds some rich doctor, which is ironic because he did find a rich doctor on Love is Blind and was too insecure to go forward with that relationship because he felt unworthy, basically. And he tried to bring her down to his level, which I think what he always tries to do. He also always has a way, and we saw this on Love is Blind too, where he tries to say that everything he says is a fact, is the truth. And I don't know if this is his way of trying to convince himself that he's in the right, or if this is his way of trying to bring people down to his level and saying, you know, I'm just saying the truth and you're just getting your feelings hurt, which is more of what he's going to do here.
and like, I hope
Okay,
they're.
so again, why are you being that mean?
I'm not being mean. I'm being honest,
That's the
Marta.
only hope for me?
Yeah, that's the only hope for you. I'm being honest. Like,
What
I'm
do you
being
mean that?
honest with you. And you're getting mad at me. You're getting mad at me because I'm speaking the truth.
So yeah, this is what he does. He says, "Oh, you're getting mad at me because I'm speaking the truth." He did the same thing on Love is Blind. People who do this a lot, it really does come from a place of insecurity, in my opinion, because they have to try and drag a person down to their level. You know, people can be truth tellers out there and tell the truth. But if you're doing it in a way that is trying to hurt the other person or bring the other person down you're not just telling the truth. He's clearly in this situation trying to tell his ex here things that will hurt her. And it's the same thing he did on Love is Blind. And then he tries to gaslight them and say, I'm just telling the truth. Why are you getting your feelings hurt? It's a really miserable thing to do from a person who's miserable, which is what we discussed on his review. Chris is a very miserable person, and he will never be happy as long as he does the things that he does, like be an alcoholic and like be in such huge debt, which is what the rest of this video is going to devolve into.
I guarantee you probably had sex with like 6 other dudes, but after me. Listen, Marta, listen to me. Listen to me. I do not give a fuck.
Then why are you calling me? Why are we having this conversation?
Because I want to make it clear to you, because of the last text messages I've received from you, and I want to make it clear to you and put it in your brain so you understand going forward in my life, in your life, of what's going to be like a thing. Because like obviously like we've had like a thing, and like look, you can have sex with 10 fucking 15 dudes. I don't give a flying fuck. Listen, I'm going to tell you the truth, and that's going to be the thing, and that's what it's going to be.
This whole ramble right here didn't make like a sense. I felt like he was trying to come up with a point to, you know, make an excuse for why he's so upset that she wants $500 from him, from a vacation they planned together. But also during this point, he keeps going on about how, I don't care if you're fucking all these dudes after me. He mentions that twice. I don't care if you're fucking all these dudes after me. It comes off as someone who cares very much about that. But once again, you know, he's not insecure at all. He's not a miserable, insecure person. No. And it only gets more ridiculous from here.
It's important because I've only known you for a short amount of time. I never talked to you about anything. I never said, hey, guess what? Because like you're so open with it, and your hillbilly friends are so open with it. And it's so funny about, oh my God, I made this much this month. I made this much this month. It's just so crazy to me. And these people are like, oh, I spent this, I spent this, I spent this. And it's like, poor people say that all the time. And I love it. I love it. I love to hear them.
So now he's calling her friends poor because they talk about how much money they make, and her friends are poor because they talk about how much money they spend. And it's going to devolve in him projecting his own woes when it comes to his debt and how terrible he is with money, which is the part of the interview we're going to, well, not interview, the part of the phone call we're going to watch next, where he basically he's talking to himself. She stands up and just lets him ramble on and dig his own grave. She also talked about in this interview with Reality Steve, though, that he always used to talk shit about poor people, despite himself being in such big debt.
Like, you have no idea about my personal life. Like, about, you see something of $60,000, you text me about $60,000. Marta, I don't give a fuck about $60,000. I was $380,000 in consumer debt. You think they're going to give somebody money if they don't make money? $380,000 in consumer credit debt? I don't think so. Like, you have no idea. Like, there was one year where I literally made $790,000, and I didn't pay taxes. I didn't pay fucking $1.
So he might not even just be in credit card debt. He might be in debt to the government if what he just said is true. He's gonna owe some tax money at some point. Mess, and yeah, he's going to complain about the $500 despite him talking about how he makes so much money and is in so much debt.
I don't even know why I'm explaining myself. It's like,
neither do we.
I can go to so much detail and so much more, but I feel like I shouldn't, and I feel like I should. I feel like my attorney told me not to talk to anybody about this shit, but like, I just feel like you personally, like, I liked you a lot. I feel like I vibed with you, but like, you just... I feel like you were trying to fuck me at the end of the day. And it's like, I feel like it was your end goal, was to fuck me.
So he's going on here about how she was trying to fuck him over because she just wanted $500 from their vacation together. And, you know, he should be able to pay that, talking about how much money he makes.
I just feel like that was a vibe from you. Like you were like, "Yo, you don't want to pay for this trip. You don't pay $500." It's like, bitch, like I can give you fucking $15,000. Shut the fuck
can
up.
you give her
Like it's
15,000
like,
if you
bitch,
can't
like I
even
want
give
someone who's like, hey,
$500?
like I want someone who's like, hey, you don't need to give me $500. Like I got this shit. Like it's cool.
Kind of insanity. Honestly, this entire rant to her was just him trying to make himself feel better, was trying to come up with excuses as to why he can't pay her $500. And we got to see more of the same from Chris, just like we saw on Love is Blind. He has this way of talking to women where he tries to bring them down. He ends up projecting his own shit onto them to make himself feel better because he is a miserable little insecure person. I don't know if it's because he's 5 foot whatever or what. I don't know if it's because he drinks himself into oblivion because he is in so much debt and he's always worried about his finances. Who knows? He has a lot of shit going on. I don't know why Love is Blind casts the way they do, but in recent seasons, the one that I've seen, the men that they cast are a true shit show. And right now, Chris is looking like one of the bigger shit shows I've seen from the show.